In remembering this and thinking to himself that Otto must have been around the same age as this contract, Lumiere still filled the needle with the super mega death solution, but to be sure, like last time he brought a pistol, but thought to himself, if he's going to die, he deserves as much agency he can have, regardless how much he wanted it. Lumiere was still facilitating him leaving his body forever, so Lumiere lined the side of his trench coat with pistols with bits of string tying them to the lining, at least 20. That'll do it, Lumiere remarked to himself, appreciating his handiwork. The sky was a deep murky purple with the sun not being close to showing its face but also no so far to not affect the sky to not be a shiny pitch black, as Kimmy tore the red Dodge Charger down the red dirt roads, with the Mandem by top 5 blasting through his speakers. He checked his phone to see his distance. This was a lot further than Wendy's old grow house, but it felt part of the same ranges. Kimmy realized he'd have to go off-road the last few kilometers. The contract only specified 4 targets, but Kimmy didn't know how many there's actually be, but he saw some smoke coming from what must have been a building in a patch of dense trees. Kimmy got out of the car and unpacked his drone, and set it onto the dusty road, where he'd reached a locked gate connected to an impossibly long what looked like military-style or issued electrified fence. The drone turned on and buzzed up into the air after Kimmy hosted a Silence 38 caliber pistol on the gun mount. Kimmy's adrenaline was up. If he couldn't take them all out with this, he'd need to drive through the gate to take the rest out, and Kimmy really didn't want that. Even if he could save the slaves, the contract described them as completely lobotomized, so what, be the point? Kimmy wasn't why throwing himself into danger unnecessarily. Unfortunately, the trees were dense where Kimmy was controlling the drone through the camera input on his phone, and was cutting in and out. As he went through the brush, the camera arrived at a huge log cabin where he saw guards with automatic rifles. One of them pointed the drone out, peering out from the trees, a hippie, but a more militarized kind. His dreads and flowy clothes flowing seamlessly with his Kevlar and rogue militia were said, "Hey, what the fuck is that?" Pointing out the drone. Fuck. Kimmy exclaimed to himself a good 2.5 kilometers away by the locked gate. Kimmy maneuvered the drone to rush the hippie who saw the drone and pop him through his Oakleys. Kimmy focused and the screen flashed in and out, but he whooshed the drone towards the dumbfounded hippie, and was successful, but it was too late. His drone wasn't undercover anymore. Too much adrenaline was flowing through Kimmy to take this into account, and he couldn't let himself fail a contract and perhaps get flagged by the app, which he didn't want to know what meant. Kimmy directly ascended the drone thinking that would bring him out of view. It clambered past tall branches and leaves through choppy vision on Kimmy's phone, but it was too late. Kimmy heard an "I got it" through his phone speaker, followed by a spray of rounds with the drone falling down and then quickly losing signal as Kimmy watched it get picked up by an angry-looking perplexed dirty hippie before going dark. "Fuck's sake, cunt." "What?" Kimmy exclaimed. This was the first occasion the drone hadn't worked. A couple of minutes passed and Kimmy was assessing the situation until he heard the loud vroom of multiple vehicles burning towards him from where the smoke was. Panic hit Kimmy's spine in a wave as he heard the cars, and began jolting when he noticed the gate automatically opening. Oh fuck, he stammered to himself as he climbed into the Dodge Charger as quick as possible.